But here's the thing, this isn't just about a $21 million price tag. This is about how Harry and Meghan have strategically positioned themselves in the public eye while trying to balance their narrative of being relatable, yet outrageously exclusive. The contradictions are glaring. They've crafted stories of being victims of the institution, seeking privacy, and yearning for a simpler life, yet their choices scream the exact opposite. And it's not just the critics pointing this out. More and more, it's the general public who are calling them out for what appears to be a relentless pursuit of wealth masked as a fight for autonomy. Let's talk about autonomy then. Autonomy doesn't mean signing multi-million-dollar deals with corporations whose sole aim is to capitalize on their every move. Autonomy doesn't mean purchasing a sprawling mansion in one of California's most exclusive neighborhoods while simultaneously complaining about how difficult life has been. People are seeing through the optics. They're asking, how can you claim to want a private life while living in a way that demands constant attention? And let's not forget the Netflix documentary, The Infamous One. The couple who claimed to have left the royal family to step out of the spotlight turned around and invited cameras into their home to document every detail of their lives. If you're trying to escape the scrutiny and the judgment, why create a product that does nothing but amplify it? It's moves like these that make people question their authenticity. Are they really trying to create a better world, or are they just trying to sell their version of it? What's even more puzzling is how Meghan consistently positions herself as a voice for the underrepresented while living a lifestyle that is so far removed from the realities of most people. It's not just the mansion or the designer wardrobes, it's the entire approach. When she speaks about compassion and understanding, it's hard for people to take her seriously when the actions don't align. Compassion isn't something you preach, it's something you practice. And when your lifestyle is built around exclusivity, it sends a clear message, whether intended or not. I'll advocate for you, but I won't live like you. And then there's Harry. The man who once had the public sympathy, who was seen as the fun, relatable royal, now seems to have lost that connection. His memoir, ***, didn't help matters. Sure, it sold millions of copies, but at what cost? It painted a picture of a man who is, frankly, bitter. Instead of moving forward and carving out a new life, Harry seems fixated on rehashing old grievances, dragging the royal family through the mud, and airing private matters in public. For what? For profit? For validation? People are tired of the endless victim narrative, especially when it comes from someone who has lived a life of privilege most can't even fathom. And now, this Montecito mansion drama. Here we are again, looking at another layer of the couple's relationship with wealth and privilege. The $21 million demand from the property's owner isn't just a number, it's a symbol. It highlights the precariousness of the couple's financial situation, their choices, and their priorities. When you live in a house that costs that much, it's not just a home, it's a statement. And for Harry and Meghan, it's a statement that seems to contradict everything they claim to stand for. Let's be real, this isn't just about Meghan or Harry. It's about the narrative they've created and the reality they're living. People aren't stupid. They can see the disconnect. And the more these stories come out, the harder it becomes for the couple to control the narrative. The cracks are showing, and the facade is crumbling. What's left is a picture of two people who seem more concerned with their image and their bank accounts than with any real desire to make the world a better place. So why does this matter? Why do people care so much about Harry and Meghan? It's because they represent something bigger. They represent the intersection of privilege, celebrity, and the public's growing frustration with hypocrisy. In a world where people are struggling to make ends meet, watching two extraordinarily wealthy individuals complain about their hardships while living in unimaginable luxury is a tough pill to swallow. It's not jealousy, it's frustration. People want authenticity, and when they don't see it, they call it out. And Meghan, let's not ignore the role she plays here. She's often painted as the mastermind behind their decisions, the one pulling the strings. Whether that's true or not, her actions and words have done little to dispel that perception. Her public appearances, her interviews, her speeches, they all come across as calculated. And while there's nothing wrong with being strategic, it becomes a problem when it feels disingenuous. People want to believe in the causes she claims to champion, but it's hard to do that when her lifestyle seems to contradict everything she says. The $21 million demand is just the latest in a series of events that have people questioning the couple's choices. And it's not just about the money, it's about what it represents. It's about the image they're projecting and the reality they're living. It's about the growing gap between what they say and what they do. And it's about the public's increasing frustration with the double standards and contradictions. But here's the kicker, this isn't going to stop anytime soon. As long as Harry and Meghan continue to live their lives in the public eye, as long as they continue to make headlines, the scrutiny will continue. They've chosen this path, and with it comes the inevitable backlash. The question is, how will they handle it? Will they double down on their current approach, or will they take a step back and reevaluate their choices? Because let's be honest, this isn't sustainable. You can't keep living a life of luxury while claiming to be relatable. You can't keep preaching compassion while living a lifestyle that is anything but. And you can't keep profiting off your story while claiming to want privacy. At some point, something's got to give. And maybe this $21 million demand is the wake-up call they need. Maybe it's a reminder that their choices have consequences, that they can't have it all without facing the fallout. Or maybe it's just another headline in a long list of controversies. Either way, it's clear that the public is watching, and they're not going to let this slide. So here we are, once again, dissecting the lives of Harry and Meghan. Once again, questioning their motives, their choices, and their authenticity. And once again, wondering if they'll ever truly understand the impact of their actions. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the $21 million, it's about what it represents. It's about the disconnect between their words and their actions. And it's about the growing realization that maybe, just maybe, they're not the people they claim to be.